today I will be reviewing Black Ink Crew Chicago Season 3, Episode 7. So once again, the Black Ink Crew Chicago did not disappoint. This was another great episode. I love watching this show because it's like downtime for me. Like, I get to worry about somebody else's problems instead of my own. I call it mindless television, and it was full of it. I mean, they gave me drama. Why did I have to think about my own pathetic life? So the episode opens up where we left off, which is Van is at Four's singing gig performance, and in comes Jen with another guy, okay? And even he immediately gets upset, even though he told her to beat it, that he needed space. In my book, that was a breakup, but I guess he just meant, like, I don't know what the hell he meant, but he didn't mean for her to show up anywhere with another dude, and he could not handle it, okay? So Van comes up to the guy in full bully mode, like full-on bully mode. Who the hell are you? What are you doing here? Who is this Jen? She was like a friend of mine, and then he says no new friends and pushes the guy and starts a mini riot in the damn club, or wherever the hell they was, in the gig, whatever. I mean, people start pushing, shoving, people start jumping in it. It was quite entertaining, you know. I mean, if you're, you know, kind of mature on my, you know, on my level, I thought it was really, really good. And I thought it was great, great payback. I mean, who the hell is Van to come in here and start a riot when you just broke up with her a couple episodes ago, okay? What you thought she was gonna do, sit at home and eat bonbons and cry over you? No, Jen wasn't playing. She came to play. She was like, if you want to be broken up, let me show you how being broken up feels. He could not handle it, child. He couldn't handle it. So the next day he sets up an appointment to see her. They meet outside somewhere. And he showed up looking depressed as hell. Like, he just looked like the damn Night Stalker. It was sad. It was sad. Like, what? He came in with a bonnet on his head. I don't know what the hell that was wrapped around his head. Sunglasses on, even though it was nighttime. Child, it's Chicago. What, no sun in sight. You know it get cold as hell down there. So he showed up, pity face. What were you doing? You know, who the hell was that? She was like, why should you care? I'm loving Jen right now. She's a perfect example of giving a person a dose of their own medicine. He couldn't cry. I really think maybe he had the sunglasses on because he was crying. Because I really think he cried when he had to cry when he get home. But you know, she listened to his little soliloquy, whatever he was crying about. I didn't mean that. But at the end of the day, she stayed strong in her opinions, which was, I want to get married, and this ain't going nowhere, so stop wasting my time. And got in her car and rolled out. Like the diva she was, child, it was good. I mean, I don't like to see people in pain. I'm not like, a mean person or anything. I only like to see Van in pain because that's what he gets. You just don't throw away people you love, right? Next, there was Charmaine. Her mom's still in town. I really, really like Charmaine's mom. I think she's really pretty and cool and easygoing. I just don't know how Charmaine turned out the way that she did. No, just kidding. She's really fun-loving. I like her mom. Well, her mom came and spent a lot of time with her, but she brought bad news with her. She has stage 4 kidney failure, renal failure. One of her organs isn't working anymore. And when you get to stage 5, then you go on to dialysis. Now, this is no joke. Like, dialysis is a machine that cleans your blood, but it takes all your blood out, cleans it, and puts it back in your body. It's a grueling process. I know a lot of people that have dialysis because I used to be a nurse, and the next day you are so weak, you could hardly get up. It's very, very grueling, very harsh thing to do, and it's also a last resort. Like, your kidneys or liver, whatever's going wrong, has to be really, really bad before you go on dialysis. So she's saying she's in step 4, step 5, dialysis. And that's just no good. Of course, Charmaine was very upset. Next, there's Lily and Junior. Now, listen, I tried liking Lily. I really did. I don't hate Lily. It's just something about her. It's just untrustworthy to me, okay? I just don't understand. Like, she just kind of, she's the kind of person that, gotta keep my eye on you. I don't know what you up to. Yeah, she seems a little suspicious. And, Junior, Puppy Dog Junior, he's just loving and fun-loving, and, he doesn't really, he's easily can become prey. He's easily to be preyed upon because, he's just looking for a good time out of life. That's all Junior wants. And so this girl's a little sinister to me. So she comes back to the shop and she tells everybody that she needs a place to stay because her and her family, it's not working out. Like, they don't like her coming home late. And everybody started feeling sympathetic. Now, I wish I could have jumped in the damn camera and started slapping the hell out of everybody. Like, what are they sympathetic for? When your family doesn't want you around, what's going on? Like, please, like, why can't you follow the rules? What's so hard? But, I wasn't there. So, they just took it and ran with it with the sympathy card. They was like, oh, like she was like some kind of stray dog, that they had to get to a shelter. It was crazy. So, I believe it was Four who said, well, hey, move in with Junior. And thank God. See, I always call Junior a puppy dog because, he's just easily led. But this time he wasn't. He said, no, this is too soon. That's a good thing because, I got my eye on her. Don't let her move in, Junior, until I okay it, okay? But, so, Cobra steps up to the plate. Hey, come live with me. She didn't think about it. She didn't debate it. She didn't say, let me get back to you. She didn't even wait for Lily to ask. She just jumped in to volunteer to be the guinea pig. Now, so when Lily gets to the apartment, all of a sudden she starts entering her inner lesbian, okay? Like, we had no idea she was bisexual or was in any kind of lesbian relationships. She's gonna throw it out there without a warning, just And it was really, really taking me off guard because you liked Junior, right? Remember you were crying last episode, and now you discover your inner lesbian? So she's totally flirting with Lily. Not Lily, Cobra. She's totally flirting with Cobra. And flirting hard. She was like, Cobra was like showing her around. First of all, maybe I need to become a tattoo artist because, that apartment was just fabulous, okay? I didn't know they made that kind of money. I have to look into that. This channel might be over. I might be over tattooing soon. You know what I mean? Because it looks like you make pretty good money. But anyway, so she's showing her around and she's saying this, and Lily's like, she said, I like to paint nude pictures. Maybe I can paint you. Well, Cobra is like taken back. Because first of all, she's a new lesbian. She's just new to the lesbian world. And number two is, I thought damn Lily was dating Junior. There wasn't too much going on in this episode. The last storyline was 4. Now, there wasn't much more going on because there wasn't enough time. This storyline was crazy as hell. Okay, so remember last episode, 4 met a long lost cousin, supposed to be on his daddy's side. Remember his father passed away last year. And so her name was Janelle. She was a smoking hot cousin, came out of nowhere, made Nikki a little suspicious. Because, she's a very pretty girl. Like, Nikki gets really defensive, like, cousin my ass. I can't say that Nikki was overreacting because you just can't show up on my doorstep one day and talk about you my damn cousin and then me not to ask no questions. So the cousin, invites 4 over to her house, supposedly to meet the family. So his brother goes with them, Don goes with them, they show up, no family. She's had dinner cooked, here you go, acting as if it was a date. Now, I'm not on the Nikki train. Nikki has a tendency to be paranoid, But this time she might have a point. Like, where's the family at? So 4 leaves her house and was pretty much thinking, I'm done with that situation. Fast forward a couple more scenes. Here comes Janelle to the tattoo parlor. When everybody's hanging out, having fun drinks, you know how they do it at 9 Mag, And so she shows up and Nikki's there. And so she walks in like, hey, and everyone kind of got silent because, we're looking at you now like you're an imposter. What kind of racket you got going here? So they let her know that 4 is in the back. She goes back there. Forrest says, what are you doing here? You know, he wasn't very friendly. He was like, and he says, you know, I'm in a lot of pain. This didn't go the way that I thought. And so, you know, please leave. It's very nice about it. So here comes Nikki. Now, I understand Nikki protecting her man, but she's the wrong person to protect. Maybe she should have sent somebody else because, you know, she has that temper. So she comes up and says, you know, she one-on-one talks to Janelle, like, what kind of games are you playing here? And she was like, no kind of games, you know, I just want him to get to know him, this and this and that. And Nikki says, so you just expect him to think you're his cousin, you have no proof or anything. Now, you know, 1 point for Nikki. So she starts yelling at her like, you can't just come up in here. And Janelle's like, yes, I can. Somehow the argument gets outside. Everybody goes back in. It's just Nikki and Janelle. And, you know, there's no talking to Janelle. There's no talking to Nikki. Nikki doesn't talk. Nikki throws bows on them, you know, bows. So they start arguing. Next thing you know, Nikki swings. This is a total disaster. Pull the girl's wig off and everything. She's walking around bald-headed. It was just really sad because it shouldn't have came to blows. Although I understand what Nikki's feeling. The minute you start putting hands on people, your side of the story is no longer important because now you took it to a different level. So this is where the episode ended. Now, I didn't think they had to fight like that, although this is Miley's television, so I kind of like the fights, you know, so I don't have to think about myself, you know, I can just watch somebody else's, you know, something's wrong with me, I told you that. But it was a very good, entertaining episode. I'm loving this show, really, really loving it. So you know what that means. I'll be back next week. Thanks for watching. Talk to you next time. Bye.